Hi, welcome to the Athenie's Angels page. I am one of the people behind this page, and the original setup of this was that people start sharing, and there's a need for it. And I thought, well, if I don't share on this page, how do I expect other people to share on this page? The original concept, and I remember the day we decided to do it, was literally the day we found Athenie. And we thought, where's all this communication between people? Why didn't she reach out to any of us or any organization or any of her friends? And I thought, if I don't share, then who will? How can I expect other people to share? The idea is that people share on this page, especially teenagers amongst themselves. You don't have to share at the level I'm going to share. You don't. But you reach out and share. As most of you know, this past weekend was 6 months since Athenie took her own life. I'm not the same person I was before that event. I'm not. A lot's changed. What happens when you lose a child, and what happens when you lose a child to suicide? First of all, it's every parent's worst nightmare. When you ask every parent what's your biggest nightmare, they're going to say to you, my fear of anything happening to my child. So in a sense, we're living that nightmare. We've crossed that line into that world. Something died in me that day, along with her. There's this void, this darkness, this heavy, heavy, heavy pit. It's an abyss of just nothing. You don't feel anything. You don't want anything. You literally just want to die. And the reason why I'm reaching out to you today is because I want to give you as many of the lessons that I've learned, both to the parents out there and both to the kids out there, so that you guys don't join our world. You stay on that side of the world. It's a big price to pay to learn these lessons. I want you to understand this. Right now, you, as a parent, I'm talking to the parents now, or even to the kids, you all think you have problems. And I would gladly take all your problems and multiply them by 100 or 1,000, and I'd be the happiest man on this planet if I could get my daughter back. See, my problem is not solvable. I can never, ever get her back. Ever. What you don't understand is your problems are solvable unless you've lost a child. There's no comparison to it. And losing a child to suicide has that extra twist. All your problems, as big and unsolvable and damaging as you think they are, they're solvable. If you're in a bad relationship, you can work on it or eventually leave. If you're in a dead-end job that you don't like, you can leave. It's possible to change your circumstances. If you're not happy with the path that your life has taken, you can change it. It takes work and a lot of support, but you can make all those changes. My problem is done. I can't get my daughter back. I know I've got 2 other kids, and I love them to death. But at the end of the day, I feel like I've lost, and I have lost. I've lost a child. And there's a lot of people that are helping us and supporting us. I'm talking about me now. This is my journey, not necessarily the rest of the people in this house. While we do have a lot of support, and we go to counseling, and we have good friends, it infiltrates about 60-70% at best. It doesn't cut through to this darkness and this void. Some people tell me it never will. Some people tell me it gets better. Some people tell me it's worse. Right now it's 6 months. I wake up every day. Every day I wake up and I go, I was meant to take care, as a parent, you're meant to take care of your kids. And you wake up every day and you go, well, somewhere along that path, I failed that child. Somewhere along that path, something went wrong and she's not here. And I don't know why. I can speculate. I hear people giving me their opinions and my brain goes, the fuck? She's not here. Thanks for your opinion. People can speculate all day long. But that's my reality now. So I want you all to look at your problems and realize that they're solvable. To the young kids out there, realize that what you perceive as a problem, the start of making that change to your problem is by voicing it and by saying, I have a problem. See, as human beings, when we get together, when we have a cup of coffee or we get together to socialize, what we do is we share our strengths. We share our successes. You hear people saying, I bought an apartment today, or I got an acting job, I teach acting for a living, or I got an audition, or I got this and I got that. Most of us portray that. And we kind of want something back for that. But what we don't do, not from here, not from the heart, we don't share our failures, the things we didn't get, our losses, our fears, our shortcomings, our insufficiencies, our inefficiencies as human beings, our struggles. We don't share that. And one of the biggest reasons why we don't share it is we fear judgment. We fear there's no solution for it. And when we do share it, we expect that someone will have the answer. And I'm saying, hey, no one has the answer. But at least if you share it, you might have the answer. At least you'll voice it and it'll bounce back to you and go, hey, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel here. It's not an impossible problem. My problem is impossible. I can't get it back. Done. Now my life has shifted to how I cope with that pain. You don't have that pain. And I don't want anyone to have this pain. So I want you all to look amongst your immediate circle. As parents, look amongst your kids and have those discussions. And if your kids don't want to talk, yes, sometimes it's enough to just say, hey, I'm here. Or you let them know, if you don't talk to me as a parent, then talk to whoever you like. But you know deep down inside that there's something going on with your kid. Give them some choices, give them some breathing room, give them some comfort zone so they feel comfortable to share it. So there's absolutely no pressure at all. No fear, no anxiety to share it. Because the moment we close this and the moment we close this, this takes over and it starts going down this dark path. And that voice, that negative struggle grows and gets bigger, and then you've convinced yourself that there's no way out. That's how powerful the mind is. I tell people, if my daughter can hang herself in a closet, what can't you do? I mean, think of it that way. What can't you do? I can't do what she did. I can't. Even though many times I wake up and I just wish I a truck hit me or something, and that happens. It's not that we don't care about, I don't care about the other kids, but in that moment, this darkness takes over. And as much as people help you, I'm the one in the hot seat. I'm the one that has to carry that weight, that darkness, that burden. It's physical, it's emotional, it's spiritual. And sometimes you just wake up and you go, this is a lot to carry. And it's just a matter of how many days you can go on without just getting tired of carrying it. That's the big struggle here. How long can I go on facing this every day? You don't have that. You don't. It's changing this and changing the internal conversation to going, you can do it. You can do it. You need to reach out to everyone you can. You need to reach out to complete strangers. One way I have managed to work, even at work when I'm with my students or people at work, I literally just stop sometimes and I go, right now, I need a hug. No questions. Don't ask. Just hug me. They know why, because grief just kicked my ass in that moment. And I get a hug, and for a few minutes, it goes away. We fight to live another day. That's what it comes down to. My lesson to you that I've learned, your problems aren't as big as you think they are. If it's financial, come on. I always struggled with money. Now my relationship to money is different. Money matters, but differently. There's no pressure. If it's career-wise, just change it. You're never too old to change your career. If it's relationship-wise, change it. If you're not happy with anything in your life, change it, because this is it. This is it. It's this moment that you've got to deal with. And make that shift now. Make it with every fiber in your body. And reach out for people. Not everyone knows how to help you. You'd be amazed, even after Athenie's death, we've lost a lot of friends, a lot of family. I mean, they just vanish. I spoke to a cousin recently, said, sorry I haven't called you. I just don't know what to say. And I said to him, do you think I know what I want to hear? I mean, do you really think I know what I want to hear? I don't have a fucking clue what I want to hear. But just reaching out helps in that moment. No one has the answer, but I know one thing. When Athenie died, there was a father, a mother, 2 brothers, a grandmother, an aunt, a cousin, and many other cousins and many other uncles and many extremely good friends that they all felt that loss and that pain. And to this day, they're still struggling with it. So the support was there. Either she didn't know how to voice it, or we didn't give her the understanding that we were there to hear it. That we're in control of from now on. I don't want anyone to go through this. I don't want anyone to lose a child, and I definitely don't want anyone to take their own life. There's no reason for it. You're better off being alive with all your problems than ending it all. Because I know you're avoiding the pain, but the pain that you cause is so big. It just causes such devastation across the board. So the message is this: every day, reach out if you need to, and every day, be ready to receive someone who wants to reach out. It takes your time. It takes you out of your bullshit busy schedule. It takes you out of your own mission. Well, I'm on a mission to go here. This person needs my help. And I've heard people say, oh, they just did it. Not my situation, someone else's. Oh, they're doing it because they need attention. And I said to them, well, if they need attention, then give them the attention they're asking for or craving. And it's not just once. We don't need help once. We're really struggling. We need help consistently. So if someone's doing something in your mind because they need attention, then give them the attention. If it takes them next year, hey, you've kept them alive for a year. That is a great day for everyone. It's not just about being successful. It's about what we do to other people and how we help them on their journey that makes us as a society rise to the occasion. And most people, the sad thing about suicide is most people think it's not near them. I'm doing things well. I'm a good citizen. I pay my taxes on time. I don't. I do all these things, you know. I'm a good citizen. Suicide lives somewhere out there. Suicide lives in, there must be something wrong in that house. There must be something wrong with that person. I got news for you. Suicide is right below your nose and you don't even know it. There is someone in your household who's craving something inside, craving some attention. There is someone so close to you that's either cutting themselves or self-harming, if you want to use the polite word. There is someone near you in your immediate circle that hasn't voiced it. And it's possible that because you're going on in your life, putting out this thing of good, and I'm not judging that, but I'm saying don't do it at the cost of not having someone able to approach you for their struggles. Whatever their struggle is, it's their struggle. Pain is pain. Don't judge them. That's the point. Don't go, well, your problems are financial. Just get a different job. Well, just quit. No, that's their pain. Listen to it. Don't judge it. That's where we get in trouble. I recently heard that our 2020 suicide rate was, I think, 3,000 people for 2020, 700 in Victoria. We should have those numbers up. I'm a strong advocate for that. Not COVID numbers. 3,000 people died in 1 year. I bet you it's going to be more in 2021. My daughter will be part of that group. 3,000. I Googled the other day, I think the average, Boeing 747 holds like 500 people. That's like 6 freaking planes going down every year. In Victoria alone, we had 700 deaths to suicide in 1 year. That's 2 aeroplanes crashing every single year, and we're not paying attention to it because it's someone else's problem. I bet you if there was 2 planes crashing every single year, people go, oh, what's going on with our planes? Let's pay attention to it. I'm saying what's going on to our young kids killing themselves? Let's pay attention to that. And we're not. Well, there's all these set up societies, organizations. Yeah, there are. They don't always work. They're swamped. See, we haven't even looked into it. You haven't looked into it. Because you don't have the need to look into it. Because in your mind, it's someone else's problem. That was me 6 months and a few days ago. Now I see it every day. I hear people struggling with suicide and depression every day. I struggle with depression every day. So I can't fix my problem. I can focus on how to deal with my problem, but I can never win. I will always be, no matter how much help I get, at the end of the day, I remind myself that I lost a child. And I don't want anyone to feel that. That's why I'm here. We created this page so people share at any level. Teenagers talk amongst themselves. They don't talk to adults. This is your page just to say, hey man, I'm struggling. I'm having a tough day. I failed that exam. I failed that audition. I failed at my driving test. I failed at my job. I got fired 3 times in a week. Voice it. We're working with some amazing people that are in the right places to get help so that when these people talk amongst themselves, someone, it could be you, reaches out to someone on this page, says, I'm here to listen. I'm here to help out. If we do that and save one person, I will sleep better at night. Because it's a struggle to get to sleep at night. I have to find things that get me to the end of the day. I love teaching more than ever. ironically, because I love watching actors blossom. So I still want to do that. It was a big struggle. Do I go this path or do I stay on this path? I still love that. I'm making more films because I want to make films. There's stories and there's... I have a different insight into things now because of this, and I want to share that insight through my filmmaking so you understand where your life is at, so you don't come over here. That's not my mission, that's my life now. I need to do it to get to the end of the day, and if I don't do it, her death has no meaning. Her death is just another statistic, and that's not what we want here. We want 0 statistics from now on. We want 0 people to take their own life. Scream out, yell out, go to your neighbor's house, say, hi, I'm struggling, and I'll struggle again tomorrow. And then the other neighbor will kick in. Someone, just reach out. I can't express that enough. And for those of you, just be ready to help on a daily basis, long term. Your immediate circle and outside your immediate circle. Otherwise, what are we doing here? What? So that's my pain. That's what I have to deal with every day. And thank you for listening. And God bless Athenie.